Siap. Halo, selamat siang semuanya Bapak Ibu. Perkenalkan, nama saya Gunawan. Saya yang kirim email banyak ya ke Bapak Ibu. Akhirnya kelihatan mukanya seperti apa. Eh, Terima kasih banyak udah datang di event Google Hotelier Summit Jakarta. Jadi ini event pertama kita untuk hotelier di Indonesia sebenarnya. This is all for you for hoteliers. Thank you so much for coming today. Untuk teman-temannya mungkin yang belum datang bisa di WhatsAppin untuk segera datang. Jadi kita bisa langsung join aja nanti ya. Oh. Bagi yang belum ngisi surveinya, bisa di-scan lagi QR code-nya. Ya. Jadi di hari ini, selain saya, nanti ada Pak Rindam dan Bu Fania yang akan jadi host sekaligus presenter. Kita udah nggak sabar, karena we want to share a lot about Google Hotel products and services, and hopefully it can help your businesses to grow as well. Ya. So here are the do's and don'ts, sekedar aturan saja. First of all, udah pada dapat ini ya, kartu akses untuk naik tadi ya. Itu nanti sebelum keluar, jadi sudah tap di bawah, mohon dibalikan lagi. Soalnya kalau hilang kita harus bayar. So. Agak mahal bayar aja gitu. Agak sayang duitnya. Tapi nanti ada tim kita di bawah juga, dia bisa dibalikin ke timnya. Ya. Please keep your mobile phone on silent. Kalau misalnya nanti ada telepon, bisa diangkat di luar. Dan session ini juga live stream. Jadi untuk teman-teman kalau misalnya tim lain mau nonton segala macam bisa dikasih link live streamnya saja untuk mulai nonton. Just a quick context. Jadi for this event, it will be a mix of English and bahasa, mostly English. But yeah, I'll try my best to also include a bit of bahasa in case there's some more confusing explanation. Yeah. Oh, so here is the agenda for today. We will share a lot about Indonesia insights, Google travel products, Google hotels, Google business profiles, everything that's needed for your business to hopefully be able to grow. At the end, we will also do a networking event. Jadi nanti ada sesi networkingnya di luar setelah acara ini. Nah, untuk mulai acaranya, for us to begin the event, we will watch a video and then will be followed up by my colleague Fania, who will present about Indonesia travel trends and insights. Hope everyone enjoyed the event for today.
Hai masa depan, kita belum pernah ketemu. Tapi aku udah dengar banyak cerita tentang kamu. Pak Guru bilang akan ada perubahan di sekolah. Cara belajar yang semakin berkembang, ciptakan ruang belajar tanpa batas. Jadi saat kamu tiba, aku dan teman-teman bisa terus belajar dimanapun kita berada. Tumbuh bersama menjadi pemimpin-pemimpin bangsa. Kakakku bilang perubahan besar sedang terjadi. Dari mereka yang tak kenal lelah,
tempat les drum dekat saya,
sampai mereka yang tak kenal batas. Jadi, saat kamu sampai di sini, kita semua sudah punya kesempatan yang sama untuk mengejar cita-cita dan membuatnya jadi nyata. Kalau kata ibu, kita harus berani dan gigih untuk membuat perubahan dan ide-ide baru yang buka jalan dan bantu banyak orang. Menyembuhkan yang sakit, menjadikan dunia yang lebih baik. Ide-ide yang akan lahir di Indonesia sebagai karya kebanggaan anak bangsa. Kata ayah, walau banyak perubahan, tapi ada hal yang harus tetap kita jaga, seperti hutan, gunung, lautan. Keindahan Nusantara yang harus kita lestarikan selama-lamanya. Saat aku sudah besar nanti, kita bisa jalan-jalan mengunjungi keindahan alam Indonesia bersama-sama. Hai masa depan, aku sudah tak sabar untuk menyambutmu nanti. Sekarang saatnya aku berdiri bersama anak-anak negeri, bersatu bangun Indonesia tercinta. Hai masa depan, kita belum pernah ketemu.
Halo, oke. Halo semuanya, selamat siang, selamat datang. Kenalkan nama saya Fania. Thank you udah make the time untuk datang ke kantor kami hari ini dan bareng-bareng kita mau diskusi, ngobrol bareng tentang Google offering untuk travel industry dan tentunya tugas saya diminta tolong untuk bagi-bagi dikit insights yang Google bisa lihat mengenai hotel industry, travel industry terutama hotel industry karena hari ini teman-teman dari hotel semua yang datang. Jadi saya langsung mulai aja. Yang saya mau bawa hari ini sebenarnya insights yang datangnya dari search. Jadi kan semuanya mungkin tahu Google tuh paling gede punya apa? Punya search. Nah, search itu kita tahu apa? Mungkin kita sedikit pengingat ya. Google tuh nggak tahu semuanya. Mbah Google bukan ini, Mbah Google tahu semuanya kan. Untuk industri, apa penjualan, kedatangan traffic orang beneran, itu tentunya teman-teman di dunia industri sendiri jauh lebih tahu. Nah, yang Google tahu tuh apa? Basically, apa yang orang cari di Google Search. Dan itu kita selalu bilang itu seperti suatu indikator tentang apa yang lagi diperhatikan oleh orang, yang lagi dipikirkan oleh orang. Jadi terindikasi di sini. Nah, tiap tahun kami membuat suatu kayak buku tahunan, Year in Search, yang merangkum tren-tren terbesar yang bisa dilihat dari Google Search. Nah, ini saya bawa yang tren yang dirangkum dari tahun 2022, yang khusus berhubungan dengan travel, tapi juga saya pilihin ya tentunya yang menurut kami percaya saat ini pun kita udah masuk hampir setengah tahun 2023, ini adalah tren-tren yang masih sangat relevan. Yang bagi semua pelaku industri dan kami pun di Google masih menganggap ini tren yang masih kuat, masih berjalan terus di tahun 2023 ini. Pertama tentunya international travel di Indonesia baru mulai balik di tahun lalu ke tahun ini. Jadi kalau kita ngomongin grow-nya, itu tinggi sekali, loncat terus. Walaupun masih kecil, dari segi volume tuh interestnya tentunya masih kecil domestik. Turis dari Indonesia sendiri tuh masih tetap yang paling getol untuk travel di Indonesia. Tapi dari untuk jalan-jalan internasional itu udah mulai naik juga, dan naiknya karena nanjaknya cepat jadi angkanya gede. Tapi kalau dari segi domestik, jadi orang Indonesia sendiri untuk mencari jalan-jalan di dalam negeri tetap sehat, grow-nya 51% terus dari tahun ke tahun, dan sekarang nih masih terus menanjak. Tentunya kita juga ngerasa ya di Indonesia orang makin jalan-jalan. Dan kalau kita zoom in, ini destinasi. Nah, jadi yang dicari sama orang Indonesia di Indonesia itu jalan-jalan paling banyak ke kota-kota seperti berikut. Jadi seperti masih bisa dilihat, memang ini nggak terlalu mengejutkan pastinya. Ini kota-kota besar di Indonesia, terutama di Pulau Jawa dan tentunya Bali, area-area di Bali keluar semua. Nah, yang menarik tahun lalu adalah juga ada kenaikan yang jauh lebih signifikan di destinasi-destinasi yang sebelumnya nggak terlalu terkenal. Jadi mungkin karena pandemi itu orang jadi lebih dreaming, lebih virtually nyari-nyari tentang Indonesia domestik. Mungkin karena udah tahu ke luar negeri itu susah banget, mulai ngelihat di Indonesia tuh punya apa, keluarlah ini destinasi-destinasi yang mungkin kalau nggak ada pandemi ya gitu-gitu aja gitu. Tapi karena ada pandemi orang jadi spesifik sekali untuk mencari yang kecil-kecil seperti ini. Nah, sekarang dari temanya, dari kenapa pergi jalan-jalan. Tentunya pandemi, work from home, work from hotel, work from itu it was a big new culture di Indonesia. Dan ini kita lihat sampai tahun ini pun nih masih berlanjut terus. Nah, ini maksudnya bisa dilihat dari ini exactly apa yang orang cari di Google Search. Jadi pencarian mengenai working space, mengenai remote work, work from anywhere, work cafe, ini tuh naik terus. Jadi tahun 2022 pun yang kita pikir pandemi udah mulai hilang ya, dan orang udah mulai WFO lagi, udah mulai beberapa balik ke office. Ini tetap strong. Jadi kita mungkin sebaliknya walaupun ada yang banyak balik office, banyak company juga yang justru jadi ngelanjutin. Oke deh, banyakan ada WFH atau hybrid. Nah, ini new culture yang masih catch on juga sampai sekarang juga masih berlanjut. Pencariannya ini nggak menghilang, tapi tetap ada terus. Nah, kedua dari segi tema, ini juga ada, dan ini lumayan spesifik, lumayan spesial buat di Indonesia. Jalan-jalan tuh nggak cuman buat pergi ke tempat baru dan ngeliat-ngeliat aja. It's all about why, kenapa lu mau pergi ke sana gitu. Nah, buzzword-nya itu yang spesial di Indonesia tuh healing, ya kan? Saya teman-teman masih tahu semua ya. Orang ngomong travel udah nggak zaman ngomong gue mau travel ke Bali, enggak. Gue mau healing ke Bali gitu kan. Ini waktu kita bring up event internally di Google, kita ngobrol sama teman-teman travel dari luar Indonesia, mereka nggak ada yang pernah dengar healing tuh buat travel. Itu spesifik buat Indonesia doang. Mungkin ya. Tapi sekarang saya juga ngeliat di iklan-iklan apapun sekarang jarang banget ada yang ngomong traveling. Kata traveling tuh jarang dilihat. Kayaknya udah jadul banget gitu ya kalau ngomongnya traveling gitu ya. Ngomongnya healing. Nah, maksudnya apa kalau dari segi apa sih impact-nya ke bisnis? Itu orang pergi tuh lebih tertarik kalau ada attraction-nya tuh bukan cuma tempat yang dilihat atau tempat makan gitu. Tapi ini lebih kayak ada tujuannya ke sana tuh mau ngapain. Jadi festival, glamping. Nah, itu yang membuat travel itu sebagai experience. Bukan cuman a things to do aja gitu. Nah, tentunya selain itu yang gede juga sportcation. Itu salah satu bagian. Jadi healing itu kita anggap macam-macam lah bisa. Artinya, apakah itu festival, glamping, mau sportcation juga salah satunya. Nah, ini sesuatu yang kita pikir dari segi memang customer-nya sendiri ke sana dengan ada tujuan lain, atau dari segi travel industry di sana bisa ngadain juga misalnya. Misalnya dibikinin, di area sini nih sekarang dibikin viral, ada area bisa sepedahan bagus nih 10 atau 20 kilometer misalnya. So that's the kind of thing that we feel tren yang terjadi mulai dari tahun lalu. Tapi sampai tahun ini sekarang pun ini sesuatu yang terus populer, berlanjut populernya. Jadi tadi sekadar tren dari segi konsumer tuh lagi nyari apa, pinginnya apa, yang lebih kayak kualitatifnya. Nah sekarang nih saya mau perkenalin juga kalau Google share ini publicly by the way. Jadi kalau teman-teman search di Google ada portal sendiri yang namanya Hotel Insights with Google. Ini kalian siapa aja bisa masuk, nggak perlu subscribe atau anything, you can use this. Jadi ini ngasih sedikit rangkuman dari yang tadi kayak saya bisa lihat internally lebih detail Google search hasilnya gimana. Ini dirangkum paling nggak bisa melihat, saya kasih contoh-contohnya. Dan saya diinformasin hari ini teman-temannya hotelnya dari Jakarta dan Jawa Barat. Jadi saya kasih contohnya untuk 2 region itu. Pertama kita bisa lihat interest di accommodation secara general. Di Indonesia tuh naik turunnya seperti apa. Nah, kalau saya tadi cek untuk dari hari ini, jadi 2023 so far, dari Januari sampai sekarang, interest, jadi maksudnya tuh volume pencarian di Google Search yang berhubungan dengan akomodasi, itu sudah naik 45% dibanding tahun lalu. Jadi naiknya lumayan, hampir 50% naiknya udah loncat. Nah, ini saya ada pertanyaan, quiz dikit. Ada hadiah. Bagus ya. Mainan Lego warna-warni. Interest ini kan kebayang user nyari di Google Search kan. Saya di sini akan taruh 5 negara tempat usernya nyari. Nah, menurut teman-teman 5 negara apa yang top user yang mencari tentang hotel di Indonesia? Nomor 1 pasti Indonesia kan? Ya dong. 4 lagi kira-kira siapa? Ada yang bisa dapat 5-5-nya benar, saya kasih Lego. 5-5-nya. 5-5-nya. Boleh. Malaysia, Thailand. Oke. 4 aja.
Thailand, Korea, Jepang, sama Cina.
Thailand, Korea, Jepang, Cina. Oke. Ada lagi? Yang beda?
Singapura, Thailand, Malaysia,
Jepang. Siapa lagi?
Cina, Australia, Malaysia, Singapura.
Oke. Enggak, 5 Indonesia kelima. Jadi 4, perlu 4. Lagi?
Australia, Singapura, Malaysia, Jepang, Korea.
Oke. Lagi? Baju hitam? Oh, biru, maaf, jauh. Silau.
Singapura, Malaysia, ya, China.
China. 4 ya. Oke.
Australia, Amerika, Eropa, Prancis,
Udah 4, Pak. Oke. Belakangnya. Yang belakang pakai topi, terus nanti yang pakai topi boleh. Silakan duluan. Oke, 4. Mau coba? Bentar, ini dulu.
Malaysia, Rusia, China.
Oke.
South Korea, Japan, Vietnam, Thailand.
Oke. Terakhir, maybe. Oh, Ibu, 1 lagi, 2 lagi ya.
Malaysia,
Oke.
China, India, Rusia, Australia.
Oke. Unfortunately, belum ada yang dapat.
India.
Tapi tadi saya dengar walaupun mixture yang nggak lengkap, tapi I guess semuanya kesebut sih in all the mixture. Bapak yang belakang tuh ada yang bilang Amerika, nggak ada yang kepikiran yang lain. Ternyata sebenarnya gede. So it's okay, semuanya nanti juga dapat hadiah kok. So, ya. Terus ini, jadi kita mau zoom in sekarang. Kalau kita mau zoom in ke hanya hotel di Jakarta, jadi di tadi Hotel Insights with Google itu, teman-teman actually bisa monitor ini trennya. Nah ini untuk hotel yang di Jakarta aja, interest levelnya itu seperti apa. Nah kita bisa lihat hotel di Jakarta nih yang garis kuning itu kan tahun ini, 2023 ya, itu udah 20% lebih tinggi dari tahun lalu. Kalau tadi kita lihat, kalau Indonesia kan 45, itu kebayang lah ke-driven-nya by Bali. Nah, jadi kalau di luar Bali mungkin angkanya akan lebih rendah dari 45. Jadi Jakarta contohnya ini 20 dan dia stabil seperti ini. Terus next di West Java, kalau buat di Jawa Barat, kita bisa lihat kadang di atas, kadang di bawah dari 2022. Jadi mungkin belum ada terlalu perubahan yang terasa kalau dari segi suppliernya mungkin dibanding tahun lalu karena memang belum ada perubahan yang terlalu berasa. Di Lebaran sudah loncat. Ini Lebaran kemarin nih, kelihatan udah loncat. Tapi kalau ini saya simple aja ngebandingin peak-nya Lebaran tahun ini dibanding peak Lebaran tahun lalu masih lebih rendah, minus 14. Dan ini akan kita monitor terus, tapi ini sebenarnya suatu tren yang kita bisa lihat juga dan positif. Adalah setelah peak-nya ini bertahannya lumayan tinggi, ke-maintain masih mungkin kalau teman-teman ngerasanya konsisten seperti itu dan that's good, that's because itu yang kita lihat gitu, masih konsisten dan mungkin bentar lagi nyambung liburan sekolah lagi kan ya. Jadi lumayan ketahan di sini. Dan ini terakhir another piece, contohnya dari si Hotel Insights itu bisa ngeliat ini juga. Ini breakdown si pencari tentang hotel di Jakarta dan di West Java datangnya dari mana. Nah ini pembagiannya. Jadi hampir setengahnya tuh memang dari Jakarta sendiri. West Java juga dari West Javanya sendiri. Tapi tentunya ada another kayak 40%-nya itu dari Indonesia tapi di luar region kita. Dari region lain datang. Untuk rest of the world baru Jakarta yang dapat memang. Rest of the world dapat dari Jakarta sekitar 7%, itu dari luar negeri. Untuk West Java baru 1%. Jadi masih sangat domestik intinya.
Informasi yang nggak ada tuh.
Masih nggak.
Darahnya tutup.
Jadi kita tunggu bandaranya buka dulu ya. Ya, masih pasti. Ya, jadi kira-kira gitu aja insights dari Google hari ini. Dan next saya terima kasih buat waktunya. Kalau ada pertanyaan, feel free to reach out. Dan sekarang saya panggil teman saya Pak Arindam untuk membicarakan lebih lanjut mengenai produk travel.
Thank you, Vanya.
Go ahead. Here you go.
All right. Good. Where's the laser? Just press this. Okay. Thank you, Vanya. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Arindam, and I manage travel partnerships for Google within the Asia Pacific region. Today, I'm going to talk to you about two things. One is the overall Google travel product portfolio, and then we will do a deep dive on the lodging, which is hotels and vacation rental space. Okay? But before we start, I wanted to thank a few people that have helped organize this event. The ISGM and ISGMA Hotel Associations, HERC, all our partners who you work with, and everybody here in this audience, and people on the live stream that has taken time to dial in and to be here at this event. Thank you all. So what is Google's mission? Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. What does that mean? Is that wherever you are located in the world, you get the same level of information as would any other person across the globe. And this information is useful so that you are able to take decisions based on this information. Now, if you were to translate this to travel, our mission is to provide travel information to users that come onto Google so that they can take fast and effortless decisions based on some of the relevant information that we provide to our travelers. This mission was built 2 decades ago. It still remains relevant. But over the last 2 decades or so, we have seen the themes around travel change. And more we see that digital, especially mobile, is becoming more and more important and is in the center of the traveler's journey, right from planning, inspiration, booking, experiencing, sharing. The mobile platform, the media, is one of the most important components of the travel journey. People want experiential content, inspirational content. It's just not about facts or figures that they're looking at, or just prices, or the list of amenities that are available. Travelers want inspirational content, content that they can snack and that they can share. And it's just not in the planning phase or in the booking phase, but even while they are during the travel, be it with things to do, or to go to a certain destination, or look for nightclubs in the area that they're at. The mobile is becoming the most important platform in the travel decision-making process. And so Google Search or Google Travel Search has also evolved to keep in pace with the traveler's demands. So what are we focusing on? 2 things. One, we want to move away from fact-based information to inspirational content, rich, immersive data that will help travelers experience even before they book. It's just not about staying at a hotel. It's about the experience of staying at the hotel. It's not just about the prices or the list of amenities that are available. So we want to provide this information to the users so that they can make quick, effortless decisions in the travel booking process. And on the other side, we want all partners, all travel partners, travel businesses that work to serve travelers. We want to connect these travelers to these businesses. So Google becomes this platform where we are able to provide information, travel information, to users looking to book, plan, share, experience their travel, to businesses that can serve. And so what are we doing to do this? We are moving away, like I said, from fact-based travel information to more immersive, rich, graphical media content that will help users and inspire them to travel, inspire them to book, inspire them to share, inspire them to write a testimonial and to recommend it to their friends. Let's take a look. So here's an example of just a very popular destination, Paris. If you were to search for Paris today on your mobile, on Google, you will see a very different piece of information as you'd have seen a few years ago. Again, Paris, depending on the semantics that we get from the user, we're able to trigger information that is related to the search query. In this case, for travel, Paris is a very popular destination, so we are able to trigger the most popular attractions and destinations within Paris. And within Paris, discover Paris. As you can see from some of the images here, these are imagery, deep, rich content with a bit of factual information, where users can go and click, and depending on what they want, we can provide even more depth of content. It's just not about the facts and saying Paris is available from this time and this is the weather, but to help users experience Paris without even being there. So we are moving away from text-based to more visual, more snackable content that users can consume and be inspired to travel. Similarly, on this, we have a suite of products. We have Explore, which I just talked about. You can explore destinations like Indonesia or Southeast Asia, or even a small place within Indonesia like Gili Islands. Within that, you can go and look at different tours and attractions or places of interest to see what information is available out there. Again, that is not just fact-based, but visually and rich and immersive. Things to do. Again, in Indonesia, the top sites, the top things to do, if you were to Google for them, we are able to trigger a list of options that we rank basis user interest. Flights. You want to take a flight as a traveler? We trigger a list of comprehensive options of flights that are available with all the airlines and airline partners that work with us that are able to serve those itineraries. Hotels. Again, it's a rich visual experience. Just not about prices. Prices is a key component. We understand that. But again, how would it be to be at the hotel? What are the options? What are the rates? Am I getting the best deal? And finally, vacation rentals. It's an emerging category, as you know, from after the pandemic. We are giving the due importance to vacation rentals. And today, users are able to toggle between hotels and vacation rentals, or choose both as a category while choosing the lodging options. Like I said, on flights, people are able to book flights on Google and look for different comprehensive options. As you know, that even between two cities, you can have million combinations from flying direct by using layovers, you can come up with a million options. But we filter those millions of options to give users the most relevant options. We also give them tips on more booking options that help them make those choices. That if you were to book, this is probably a cheaper rate. As you can see from the green, yellow, and red line here, we say that this is a typical price, or this price is expensive. Basis all the historical data that we have had from all the travel itineraries, flight itineraries for this particular itinerary. Similarly, for some regions, it makes probably sense to take a train instead of a plane, especially in Europe or places like India or Japan. So we also trigger train options when people are looking for flights, if we think that it is an alternative to flights, not for all locations. Again, expanding our lodging portfolio, which I will do a deeper dive. People are looking for lodging options. Some people specify that they want to stay in a hotel. Some people specify that they want a homestay or a vacation rental. But many users come onto a platform saying that they want a place to stay, a great place to stay that has a pool or a kitchen. And in that case, both a hotel and a vacation rental might satisfy. So what we have done, as you can see in the red box is that when people look for just lodging options, we trigger both hotels and vacation rentals because it gives users comprehensive options. It lets them decide or choose between multiple options and not narrow them down to just one category. However, if they specify that they want a vacation rental, we trigger only vacation rentals. And we are building a much more comprehensive set of vacation rental portfolio, from homestays to cabins to any other categories that qualify as vacation rentals. Then, once travelers are in a destination, they have the option of engaging in many activities, from things to do, from tours, admissions into museums and historical monuments and whatnot. We are building a comprehensive set of these points of interest. This has been launched in a few markets, and we're going to launch in Indonesia soon. But soon users will be able to, for example, book the National Museum or an entrance to a theater or a zoo. So these kind of things to do while in a destination is also available on Google. And as you can see, it's again rich, visual, prices that inspire people to book. Finally, sustainability. As you know, many users today care about sustainability, care about the environment. So if a particular hotel or a lodging option is eco-certified and users choose to book with eco-certified hotels, we only trigger eco-certified hotels. There's also a badge. If a hotel is eco-certified, we also show this badge, as you can see in the section below. So, in summary, Google is moving away from a fact-based to a much more visual, deep, immersive, graphical search experience that inspire users to book, to plan, to travel, to share, to recommend, to write. And that's what we will continue to do. And with that, in the next section, I will take you through a deep dive of our lodging roadmap. Our lodging roadmap consists of two parts. One is the hotels part, and the other is the vacation rentals. There's an alternative category, but I'll leave that for now, and we'll talk about hotels and vacation rentals today. So here are 6 focus areas. Number 1 is to meet users on search. What does that mean? As you know, Google search is probably one of the most popular platforms across the internet. Have billions of users using this tool. So we want to show hotels information right on search, not layers below or layers underneath. We are, as we have moved away, we are showing hotel prices and hotel information right on the search page. Whether you look at a particular hotel or a category of hotels, we show that, like I said, that rich, immersive content right on the search page with booking options. 2, crafted experiences. What does that mean? Again, not just keeping to just prices and a list of amenities, but also show more in-depth content. How is it to stay within a room? Because users stay in a room, although they book a hotel. What are the list of amenities? What is the neighborhood information? Is the hotel accessible to public transport? So all of this information is today available right on search. It's just not about the hotel. It's about the travel experiences. So we want to build a crafted experiences where users are just not staying about the hotel, but they get enough information that they can book the hotel basis that crafted experiences that we build out on search. 3, trustworthy prices. Users come to Google because of the high degree of trust. One thing that we are very particular about is the prices that we show to our users. The prices that we show has to match the price that the user pays. They cannot be surprised with additional fees and taxes. We are very particular about that. And we continue to improve and work with our partners to get the comprehensive set of prices, so that when users, what did they see at Google is exactly what they get. The fourth one, build for everyone. What does that mean? It's just not that we work with the large online travel agents or the big meta search platforms. We work with the whole ecosystem of players, be it a large online travel agent, be it a meta search player, be it an independent hotel, be it a chain hotel, or anybody in the ecosystem that can provide us prices and availability. So today, if you are an independent hotel, or you're a chain hotel, or you are a connectivity partner that works with hotels, like a booking engine or a channel manager, you can work with Google as long as you can give us prices and availability. And we've made that very simple. So we continue to build on these efforts so that anybody who wants to work with Google can do so and derive benefit out of Google. 5, on Maps. As you know, Maps is a very popular product with, again, billions of users that use this product. We want to show users hotels on Maps. So when they search for lodging options on Maps, we are able to trigger that and not be buried under layers of information. Because people care about the neighborhood information, access to public transport, access to other immersive, other things to do within the hotel. So we are triggering more extensively, making it more visual, and we'll take a look. And finally, vacation rentals, as you know, is a very strongly emerging category. We are giving its due importance and building out a comprehensive set of players. So I talked about search. As you can see from here, the first one, we trigger a visually rich experience, which talks about the hotel. You can flip through different photos about the hotels, and also a map space. The one below is the mobile experience. So we're trying to make it more visual. And again, there are multiple filters that users can see and choose while booking. All of this is on the search page itself. Crafted experiences. This is an example of a hotel in Delhi or Agra in India, where people are able to, as you can see from the image on the left, people are able to see how would it look like to stay at the hotel. How far is it from some of the popular destinations? So all of this information is right available on your search results page. 3, prices. We provide not just the cheapest price, because not everybody is looking for the cheapest price. We provide a comprehensive list of prices depending on what the user may require. If it's to do with multiple occupancy, the prices may differ, and we provide those prices. We also call out, as you can see from the bottom diagram, is that when there are deals, we call that out. And how do we measure? Based on historical data, we know that this price is cheaper or this is a great deal for the user, and we call that out so that users can come with confidence and book. Build for everyone, like I said, we want everyone to derive value out of the Google ecosystem. You can connect to Google. We also provide a list of analytical tools and reports that partners can take benefit. How many impressions are you getting? How many clicks are you getting? How many times did your hotel appear when people were searching? Where are the users coming in from? What kind of devices are they using? So this information is available to every participant on Google Hotel Search. And we continue to expand on this functionality. Hotels on Map, like I mentioned, it's just not about search. Maps is also a very important surface where users are constantly looking for lodging options. We trigger very comprehensively both hotels and vacation rentals. And finally, vacation rentals, like I mentioned, is a very strong emerging category. We are building out a comprehensive set of options. It's just not about hotels. All types of lodging accommodations that don't fall under hotels, we're trying to build that out so that users have the option to book a hotel or a vacation rental. The choice is theirs, but we provide them the information basis the signals that they send us. So I know I covered a lot, and it was a serious, not as funny as Vania's, but I hope it gave you some information on what Google is trying to do and what we plan and what our Our ambition is to connect travelers to businesses in a much more meaningful, rich, immersive fashion. Thank you. And with that, I will call on Gun for the next section on Google Hotel Search.
Thank you so much, Arindam. Ya, banyak informasi ya kayaknya ya, nyerapnya kayak agak capek. Tapi semoga tadi Arindam juga udah share ya, jadi beberapa produk Google di travel, selain hotel, ternyata ada flight, ada vacation rental, ada things to do, experience and everything. Jadi teman-teman nanti, hopefully in the future, kalau misalnya lagi mau nyari jalan-jalan atau segala macam, juga bisa mulai search dari Google juga. Kayak gitu. Tadi Sivania juga udah share ya berbagai data. Kalau ternyata tren untuk travel di Indonesia lumayan ya, udah mulai naik, udah mulai growing, masih kenceng di lokal, tapi ternyata di internasional masih banyak opportunity juga untuk kita target pengunjung dari sana. Cool. Nah, now I'm gonna share a bit more on, so how do guests or users actually find hotels in Google? Emang para guest kita emang nyari hotelnya gimana sih kalau di Google? Mainly, there are two products. Jadi pertama, biasa search-nya dari Google Search. Kedua, nyarinya dari Google Map. Dua produk ini, the reach, total reach, it is actually more than 1 billion users. Which means there's a huge potential for you to be able to get new guests or existing guests for your business and products. This is one example, satu contoh. Jadi ini user lagi nyari hotel di LA ya, di Los Angeles. Di sini mereka ketik hotel di Los Angeles, terus nanti akan nongol sejumlah hasil. This is what we call the hotel unit. Di sana user juga bisa ngetik kayak, oh mau tanggal berapa emang stay-nya, untuk berapa orang. Terus dari sana akan nongol hasilnya, juga bisa kelihatan dari harganya, oh ada beberapa opsi nih. Ternyata, jadi users juga bisa book dari either OTA atau website hotelnya langsung. Gitu. There are two ways, jadi ada dua cara bagaimana user dari hotel biasanya. Yang pertama, mereka kalau udah punya pengalaman ya, atau mungkin udah tahu nih mau nyoba mana, mereka tinggal ngetik namanya langsung. Jadi misalnya kalau ini contohnya ketik Hilton Bandung. Di bagian kiri itu kelihatan hasilnya untuk search ad, untuk iklan, yang bawahnya itu organic, untuk SEO kalau biasanya orang nyebutnya. Di bagian kanan, yang di atasnya ini kita sebut business profile, Google Business Profile. I'm pretty sure a lot of you is familiar with this. Di sini hotel atau bisnis bisa masukkan berbagai informasi mengenai emailnya, websitenya, foto-foto, and everything. Below, that is where you're able to see users can book either through the hotel ads atau the free booking links itself. The second method, ini biasanya kalau pengunjung datang ke tempat baru kali ya, atau nggak familiar, misalnya ketiknya adalah hotel di Bandung, nongolnya apa sih gitu. Dari sini bisa kelihatan, nah ini yang tadi kita sebut sebagai hotel search unit, this specific section, ini akan menunjukkan beberapa hotel yang masuk dalam kategori itu, berarti hotel-hotel yang di Bandung. Dari sini user bisa klik untuk cari tahu soal hotelnya, atau they can click few more options, jadi melihat hasil yang lain juga. Bagi para user nih yang nyarinya kebanyakan dari mobile. Tadi Arindam juga mention behavior dari user, atau mungkin dari kita-kita juga ya. Kalau mulai search atau nyari produk, kebanyakan udah mulai dari mobile. Nggak mungkin bawa laptop kemana-mana. Hasilnya itu cukup sama. Very similar to what you see through desktop. Lebih uniknya lagi, kalau di mobile, itu kan ada bagian maps-nya. Jadi secara user juga bisa langsung lihat, oh emang di sekitar hotel ini, di Bandung ada hotel-hotel apa lagi sih? Bisa diklik dan langsung dilihat juga. Now, with booking links, hotel booking links, users can compare various pricing or availability. Jadi lebih banyak opsi lah untuk bisa di-consider. Yang pertama, itu availability dari hotel ads. Jadi yang nongol di bagian sponsored ini, itu sistemnya rankingnya itu berdasarkan bidding option. Jadi Google Ad bidding. Yang bawah, yang di all option section, ini yang kita sebut free booking links. Ya. Jadi di sini, any kind of partner who wants to build a direct partnership or integration with Google can have this. Mau itu langsung hotelnya langsung, mau melalui OTA, atau mau melalui integration partner. Itu juga bisa. So why appear in free booking links? Kenapa harus connect ke free booking links sih? Pertama, gratis ya. Jadi sebenarnya is quite a good offer untuk para hotel atau teman-teman untuk mau dapat reach-nya. Karena di Google sendiri tiap hari itu there's around millions of travelers search about hotel in Google. So you can get more reach juga. Yang kedua, you can reach potential customers and you can actually drive more bookings. Jadi kalau misalnya teman-teman mau drive bookingnya ke website langsung, free booking links can help that. Yeah, you can also own and control the whole experience for your guests. Now, kita gunakan waktu ini untuk ngecek nih, bagi teman-teman yang penasaran hotelnya sebenarnya ada nggak sih di free booking links? Bisa dicek di HP-nya, atau kalau buka laptop juga nggak apa-apa. Bisa dikeluarkan HP-nya untuk dicek dulu. Bisa diketik nama hotel teman-teman, ya. Harusnya setelah ketik akan nongol bagian business profile itu. Jadi kayak bagian kotak ini kita sebenarnya sebagai business profile. You can see all details of your businesses. You can also scroll down, bisa ke bawah, bisa ngelihat bagian pricing dan linksnya ini, right? Free booking links itu yang ada di all options section. Ya. You can click more, you can click view more, atau you can click check availability, itu akan loncat ke page yang lebih detail lagi. Kita coba klik. Nah, nanti nongolnya akan lebih banyak detail seperti ini. Bisa diklik tab prices-nya. So this is where you can see all the prices. Nah, kalau mau ngecek apakah website hotel teman-teman udah connect langsung ke Google Free Booking Links, biasanya dia akan nongol di atas. Bagian sini. Selain nama hotelnya, biasa sebelahnya itu ada badge ini, ada lambang official site. Kalau misalnya ternyata ada, bagus. Udah connect langsung websitenya ke Free Booking Links. This means kalau ada users atau travelers yang mau book hotel teman-teman misalnya, dia bisa langsung booknya dari website teman-teman. Gitu, ya. Cool. So that's a bit of a quick overview of how travelers or users search for hotel in Google search, right? In the next section, di sesi-sesi ke depannya, kita akan ngobrolin lebih spesifik ke how do you maximize your hotel presence in Google? Second of all, how do you get connected to Google? Kalau misalnya teman-teman ternyata belum connect, atau baru nyadar ternyata udah connect, tapi gimana cara connect-nya ya? Awalnya aku nggak nyadar udah connect. Kita di booking links. Nanti dari sana, teman-teman kalau misalnya ternyata udah activate free booking links, kerasa performance-nya not bad, mau expand more reach, mau nambah reach-nya lagi, juga bisa explore ke hotel ads. Yeah. Cool. For the next section, I'll call Arindam once again to talk about how hotels can get connected to Google.
All right. Thank you, Gun. So in this section, we're going to discuss how you as a hotelier can connect to Google and send us your information around prices and availability, so that when users are searching for hotels, they can find your hotels too. But before we get into that, why are we doing this? Why are we saying that we want users to find direct booking options and not send the users to an OTA website? Our mission is to connect every single hotel onto Google so that users have the option to book directly or through other channels. Why is that? That's because users love to book direct, and hotels too love direct bookings. We know that the hotels are able to build a relationship with clients, with travelers, if the booking is direct. They save on commissions. And we know empirically on Google, whenever there is a direct booking price, users tend to click more versus when there isn't. So for us and for our users, it's very important that we show the direct booking prices because users are demanding it. Here's an example of how we at Google are generating free traffic for every single hotel, even if though you may not be sending us prices. So on your Google business profile, as you can see here, if you have uploaded or linked up your website, we are able to send clicks to you without you having to pay for ads. On maps, we show directions to your hotel. If people click on the hotel, we will show prices if it's available. We also show a call functionality, as you can see from the third box. The call functionality, if you have a click to call enabled depending on the operating system, users can call your hotel directly, your front desk. And we also list phone numbers. This is free traffic, and we generate millions of impressions and millions of clicks that we send to our hotels. This is without you even giving us prices. But if you give us prices, we get into what Gun had just mentioned, the booking module. The booking module is a table of different suppliers that give us prices for the particular itinerary and for the particular hotel. In this case, you have the hotel's direct booking link and also 3 other OTAs that are giving us prices, plus 12 more partners that are giving us. The first section, as Gun had mentioned, is a paid section, which depends on whether you participate in the ads program or not. I'm not here to talk about that. But in the all options or organic section, we prioritize the hotel's direct booking website. If you, as a hotelier, are able to give us those prices, we will generally put that link up on top. And we will call it out with what we call an official website tag, as you can see here. And if you have any other interesting information that helps the user book your hotel, we will show this information. Now, this is a very powerful tag or feature because users trust Google. And when we tell them that this is the official site, they will generally tend to click this higher than when there is no official website link. They may end up going onto your website, so it's your opportunity to convert them. And also, before that, it's your opportunity to send us those prices. This is how the booking module works. Again, going into that, different itineraries, we do show this very comprehensively. And even if you have loyalty programs, we are able to surface those loyalty programs. Like you said, 5 to 10% off with free enrollment. The good news is, with this official site tag, as I mentioned, people are clicking more and more hotels when they see an official site tag. This is from data that we have from Google. However, the bad news is if there is no direct booking price, we don't show it. So engagement on this kind of booking modules is lower than when there is a direct booking website. But worse for you hoteliers is that you don't get any traffic besides the traffic that you got from the Google business profile. So it becomes very imperative for you to send us prices and availability. And this is free. I'm not talking about paid section. You have the opportunity as hoteliers to send us prices and a full set of prices. Again, in the next section is, this hotel gives us prices, but they're not giving us prices for all types of occupancy, all lengths of stay, and a comprehensive calendar. It's not just that you give us the cheapest rates. You give us a full set of rates, from single occupancy to the maximum occupancy, from a single night of stay to 14 days or 30 days as your hotel's policy allow, and for 365 days. It's then that we are able to trigger your hotels more extensively on search, on maps, on the Google Hotels booking module. So the more impressions that you get, the more likely clicks that you can get. And once we send the users onto your platform, it's your opportunity to get them to convert and get a direct booking. Again, one thing which I think I mentioned, but again, and I won't read this out, we care about user trust. And therefore, we want to show prices that actually what users see is what they get. Therefore, for us, we recommend that all connectivity partners and hoteliers implement what we call the OTA XML method. There are many ways to send your prices and availability to Google. One of them is called the OTA XML. The OTA stands for Open Travel Alliance. It is the same way you, as a hotelier, send your prices to OTAs. It's the exact same fashion where you send availability, rates, and inventory, ARI, we call it Direct Connect. The same way you send to a Booking.com or an Agoda.com, you can also replicate that and send us the exact same copy of those messages to us. We can then start featuring. The only added thing that you need to give us, which you don't give to OTAs, is a landing page where if the user wants to click, they need to land where they can go and complete the booking. Now, we recommend the OTA XML method over other methods. And if your connectivity partner comes with other methods, because this is an efficient method. One, it consumes very less bandwidth compared to other methods. 1 by 5,000, as less bandwidth because it's a very efficient method. Two, the click-through rates when people send us rates through this method is 5 times higher, and the average booking value is also 5 times higher. Why is that? That's because rare or atypical itineraries are better well served through the ARI model. What are atypical? So let's say there's a family of 5 people, 2 adults, 3 children, looking for a massive room, staying for 6 nights. Now, that's a very rare case. It's not a single occupancy or double occupancy for 1 or 2 nights of stay. Those are probably 80% of all your queries will fall under this category. But that additional 20% where people are looking for very specific itineraries, they tend to convert higher, and as much as 5 times higher. And the average booking value of those itineraries are also 5 times higher because they're staying for longer lengths of stays, or the number of guests are higher, or they're looking for a specific filter like a rollaway bed or free Wi-Fi and breakfast. So those users tend to convert better. And that's where you, as a hotelier, if you give us those prices, they generally tend to book direct. So again, this is an opportunity. And plus, this ARI method also allows you to send your hotel photos and other amenities information, which you can send to us, which we then display on our search module. So how do you get connected? Number one, as you today, when you saw, if your prices were appearing, very good. You are connected to Google. If you are not, there are 2 things that you can do. Number one, travel.google/partners/hotels. You can go to this website. There are 240 connectivity partners that you can work with who can send your hotel's inventory and pricing information to us. Who are these partners? These are booking engines, channel managers, connectivity partners that distribute hotel data online. The ones that connect your hotel to OTAs, those are those partners that we work with. Today, we work with 240 partners, including some specifically for Indonesia. If you work with a global partner, most probably we are connected. So talk to your connectivity partner, your booking engine or your channel manager, and tell them that you want to connect to Google. If they are not connected to Google, tell them to come and talk to us. We are onboarding new partners every day, and we continue to launch new partners. If your partner is connected and is not sending you prices, we have another option. We have another option, which I will talk to you, which is sending your rates directly to Google. But the 2 things, or a few things that you want to keep in mind while selecting a connectivity partner to connect to Google is, number one, technology and the sophistication. Somebody who can work with Google and send us ARI data. We prefer that. Product. You don't want a bundle product where they are selling you additional stuff that may not be useful for you. As long as you can connect to Google and they give you a solution that can connect to Google, along with other platforms, if that works for you, and not bundled in other services, I think that's a better option. Number 3, transparency. And this is something that I tell everybody, is that we share on a hotel level reports for every single hotel that's available on or participates on Google. Those reports should be available to the hotelier itself and not at the partner, not at the connectivity partner. Are they sharing those reports with you? How many impressions are you getting? Where are your users coming in from? Which platforms? How many clicks did you get? What is the average click value that you're getting? If you get that information, you can customize your offers for Google. And finally, pricing. Is it worth the return on investment to connect with such a connectivity partner to send your rates and availability to Google? Like I said, this is just a snapshot. We show the number of clicks that you get per hotel, and this is available for every single hotel. It's much more comprehensive, and we continue to build on the analytics platform for hotels. So get started with your information on Google Business Profile. Start sending in your rates and availability by using a connectivity partner. And optionally, if you want to boost your presence, you can use Google Hotel Ads. Here are two success stories that I wanted to share, which is from Indonesia. The first one is the Lee Green Hotels and Suites. They're based in Jakarta. When they connected, within the first month, they had over 100,000 impressions. The direct booking volume went up by 23%. And this is from the hotel, had a 20% saving in commissions that they paid for booking to other channels. So this is one. The second one is the Noormans Hotel Samarang. They also had an 18% increase in direct booking volumes and a 14% saving in commissions. It is worthwhile. So I encourage all of you, if you're not connected to Google, is to consider this strongly. Work with a connectivity partner to send us rates and availability. And if you can't, we will cover this in the next section where you can send rates directly to Google. And with that, I will send it over back to Gun to talk about how to build your presence on Google. Thank you.
Thanks, Arindam. I'd also like to thank our partner Book and Link for sharing us this information. It's very useful. Hopefully, everyone can see how free booking links is bringing benefits for potential hotels. Yeah. So we've talked about how to get connected to Google. The next thing is you want to talk about how to build your presence on Google. Okay. By building presence, it means that how do you show yourself to potential users or travelers in Google? How do you then maximize and optimize your offering in Google for your business? To do this, the main tool that we use is called Google Business Profile. Saya yakin teman-teman udah sangat familiar ya dengan ini. Jadi Google Business Profile itu apa sih? Google Business Profile itu adalah suatu tool ya yang digunakan untuk bisa memberi berbagai informasi mengenai either hotel, restoran, atau bisnis tersebut kepada users. So this is where you can show, your website. You can also show your photos. You can also show your directions. So everything about your business, right? Selain itu, di Google Business Profile juga menjadi satu tool untuk teman-teman bisa berinteraksi langsung with your users or with your customers in the review section, right? We'll talk about that after this. 3 key steps in using Google Business Profile. Pertama, how do you sign up for Google Business Profile? You can either create a new business profile or claim an existing business profile. Yang kedua, manage your hotel details, meaning teman-teman juga bisa memberikan informasi terupdate mengenai bisnis teman-teman di Google Business Profile sendiri. Ketiga, engage with guests. This is the review section, user review section. We'll talk about that later. So, first of all, is your hotel on Google? Tadi kita udah sempat testing, teman-teman kalau mau testing lagi juga nggak apa-apa. Ini sebagai contoh, we'll use Haris Hotel for this. Yeah. So, when you check your hotel, the best case scenario or the first case scenario is Google Business Profile-nya ada. Google Business Profile-nya juga sudah di-manage sama diklaim sama owner-nya langsung. Itu udah best case udah oke kalau itu udah ada ya. Di sini bisa kelihatan ini adalah contoh kalau misalnya sudah exist dan sudah diklaim. Jadi berbagai informasinya juga sudah lengkap ya, dari website-nya, mau bisa call langsung juga, address-nya, and everything else. Case kedua, listingnya ada nih, tapi belum di-manage atau belum di-own sama business owner-nya. Nah, in this case, Google will show an option. Jadi Google akan nunjukin bagian ini, claim this business. This is where if you find that this is actually your business, your hotel, or anything, you can click claim this business. Ya. Yang ketiga, ternyata listingnya nggak ada sama sekali. Nah, di sini Google biasa kan langsung nongolin. Oh, nggak ada nih. Bisa create business profile-nya. Untuk hal ini, caranya adalah nanti bisa diklik, terus teman-teman harus masukin lokasi maps-nya di dalam business profile tool ini. Masukin nama hotelnya juga atau nama bisnisnya juga, dan langsung klik add your business. Itu akan dilanjutkan ke next step. Selain dari melalui cara tadi, kalau misalnya teman-teman mau langsung create business profile-nya sendiri, bisa ke google.com/business, nanti sign in menggunakan akun email dari bisnis teman-teman sendiri. Nah, biasanya kalau sudah create atau sudah claim, teman-teman akan diarahkan ke sini. So this is where you need to put in your business information. Jadi nama bisnisnya apa, berbagai detailnya seperti alamatnya di mana, and all other attributes about your business. Setelah semuanya diisi, nanti akan masuk ke stage ini. Ini adalah tahap verifikasi. Jadi di sini, tim Google kita akan menggunakan informasi-informasi yang teman-teman share sebelumnya, either address, contact person, and everything, untuk mastiin kalau ini bisnis profile asli, beneran punya teman-teman, gitu loh. Untuk proses verifikasinya juga cukup cepat, biasa bisa dilakukan either melalui telepon, SMS, email, video, dan berbagai cara lain juga. Untuk proses verifikasinya sama, mau dengan create business profile baru, atau dengan claim business yang tadi sudah ada, verifikasinya sama. Kalau sudah di-approve, sudah diverifikasi, next step-nya adalah complete the information. Nah ini penting nih, teman-teman kalau bisa masukkan informasi yang lengkap mengenai bisnis teman-teman. Bisa dari buka tutupnya jam berapa, website-nya yang mana, nomor teleponnya yang mana, gitu ya. Kalau teman-teman sebelumnya pas bikin bisnis profile agak buru-buru, yang penting mau verifikasi aja, mohon gunakan waktunya untuk cek lagi ya untuk masukin informasi yang benar. Kan agak apes ya kalau ternyata nawarinnya hotel, kategorinya milih restoran. Ya nggak akan ketemu gitu di Google. Ya. Another thing yang menurut saya juga sangat penting itu phone number-nya atau contact information-nya. Ini share pengalaman dikit. Kan untuk event ini saya ada telepon beberapa hotel langsung mau ngundang. Ini saya buka bisnis profile, saya ketik nomornya either disconnect atau undang arahnya kemana. Itu, ya, jadi itu salah satu contoh. Ini kan gratis ya dari Google produk ini. Jadi ini adalah cara dari kita juga akhirnya ya udah kita koneksiin potential guest, potential customer ke hotel teman-teman. Jadi sangat disayangkan kalau tidak dimaksimalkan. Kayak gitu. Selanjutnya, masukin foto. Ini cukup penting lah ya kalau bisnisnya hotel. Selain masukin, kayak cuma beberapa foto, oh ini kamar utama, ini lobby. Kalau bisa masukin berbagai foto yang lebih variatif lagi. Kalau emang dari hotelnya nawarin berbagai tipe room, ya nunjukin semuanya. Kalau ternyata ada amenities, kayak misalnya ada kolam renang, ada gym, ada restoran, atau ada fasilitas lain, juga tunjukin. Soalnya foto-foto ini ya mungkin teman-teman juga bisa ngerasain sendiri kalau nyari hotel ya. Biasa kan lihat foto untuk dapat vibe-nya yang lebih oke lah ya. Dia juga akhirnya lebih tertarik untuk milih di sini. Apalagi kalau tadi sudah sempat di-share Fania, orang banyak milih hotel juga untuk untuk workation, relaxing. So they will want to see everything about the hotel. Nah, foto content is key. Jadi foto konten itu sangat penting. It can improve your reach, bisa nambah reach juga bisa improve performance dari hotel teman-teman. Karena nggak cuma ceritain, oke ini hotelnya kayak gini, apa yang dia tawarin, tapi juga bisa lead to more clicks, bisa nambah klik lebih banyak, dan of course, hopefully, nambah booking lebih banyak juga ke hotelnya. Selanjutnya, bisa juga ditambahkan logo hotel dan cover foto. Jadi foto di atas ya, kayak foto bannernya itu. ini akan mendapatkan brand identity. Jadi kalau misalnya untuk branding, untuk identitas hotelnya, untuk lebih dikenal orang, bisa dimasukkan. Nanti akan nongol kayak logonya ini, Hilton Bandung di sini. Dan ini kayak cover fotonya. Ya. Nah, untuk banyak hotel juga selain hotel biasa dia juga ada ini ya kayak bisnis lain di dalamnya. Either restoran atau mungkin lounge, tempat spa, cafe. Kalau misalnya di hotel teman-teman ada juga nawarin bisnis terpisah ini, bisa juga dibikin bisnis profilnya sendiri. Jadi Table 8 ini ada bisnis profile Hotel Mulia, ada bisnis profile Table 8 sendiri. Syaratnya yang penting user nggak perlu harus booking hotelnya untuk bisa ke tempat ini. Jadi kalau misalnya Table 8 ini ternyata customer datang untuk mau makan di sana aja harus nggak bisa Mas atau Mbak harus tinggal di Hotel Mulia dulu. Nggak bisa. Itu dikategorin akan langsung sebagai Hotel Mulia. Kalau nggak perlu seperti itu baru bisa terpisah. Hotel Mulia sendiri, Table 8 sendiri. Ya. Nah, ini yang penting ya, engage with guests. Bagian review ini, tentu bisa juga buka di business profile-nya, nanti ada di tab reviews ini. This is where users, kita sebagai customer atau traveler juga kadang untuk ngeliat ya, ini bisnisnya oke atau enggak, hotelnya oke atau enggak, kita pasti udah terbiasa lihat reviews. Karena kita mau nyari pengalaman beneran orang-orang yang udah tinggal di sana. Kalau emang pengalamannya gak enak, ya kita kan ya nggak mau beresiko ya. Tapi kalau ternyata pengalamannya oke banget, nah kita justru makin yakin untuk stay di sini. Nah, salah satu hal penting juga di sini, kalau misalnya teman-teman punya bisa manage business profile-nya sendiri, kalau bisa ngerespon ke review-nya, itu akan lebih baik. Karena jadinya dari customer juga yakin kalau oh ini beneran bisnisnya ownernya aja balesin. Dan bisa membangun brand loyalty juga dari sini. Tentu saja nggak semua review bagus ya. Ada aja yang jelek gitu kan. Atau ada yang iseng atau ternyata pas masuk kamarnya atau pintunya agak kotor dikit, ada debu, agak bagus, bintang 2 langsung kan. Padahal fasilitas lain semua oke gitu. Nah, ini sangat common, sangat umum. Di case seperti ini, biasa tips yang kita kasih ke teman-teman adalah pertama jangan panik dulu. And we want to recognize ya, kita juga mau kasih tahu kalau sebenarnya hal ini sangat umum. Di business profile kita udah sering ketemu. Baca reviewnya, cari tahu situasinya seperti apa, dan lihat apakah benar situasinya seperti itu. Right? Dan mikirin, oke gimana nih nextnya untuk handle-nya. Selanjutnya, sudah evaluasi, as soon as possible, kalau bisa secepat mungkin, langsung reply reviews-nya. Gitu loh. Kayak, pertama, terima kasih dulu kepada guest-nya udah kasih feedback ini. Ya. Kedua, juga kasih tahu kalau kita akan secepatnya memperbaiki hal itu, atau nggak akan keulang lagi untuk kedepannya. Karena selain ini nggak cuma ini ya, bikin guest sebelumnya lebih tenang atau lebih ngerasa didengar. Tapi guest-guest yang lain ke depannya kalau dia lihat review bintang 2 nih, bintang 3, pas lihat batal lagi, oh ternyata ownernya sudah respon dan sudah hopefully dibenerin untuk hal yang dikomplainin seperti itu. Ya. Tadi teman-teman beberapa juga ada sempat mention ke saya kalau ada ya review-review yang agak aneh gitu. Mungkin bukan dari user langsung. If you find any inappropriate reviews, atau review-review yang nggak sesuai policy Google atau aturan Google, bisa flag atau notify. Nanti tim support dari kita akan langsung jump untuk help, untuk bantu nge-resolve problem itu secepatnya. Nah, we also allow guests to put in reviews. Ya, jadi dari teman-teman hotel kita juga ada satisfaction survey form dari partner-partner kita yang lain untuk membantu para usernya untuk masukin reviews di sini. Again, reviews is very important for business karena dari sini selain mereka share pengalaman dan hopefully bisa mencerminkan pengalaman untuk guest ke depannya, juga kalau misalnya mereka ada kasih feedback, ada komplain sesuatu, itu kan dari business owner baru realize, oh ternyata yang komplain ini kok masalahnya di sini mulu. Itu kan it will help you improve your business performance for future opportunities. Ya. Nah, kita juga rekomendasikan teman-teman untuk encourage your guests to share their review. Apalagi kalau teman-teman udah dapat ini ya, udah tahu kayak, oh ini kayak guestnya seneng nih. Harusnya kalau kasih review lumayan oke nih. Ya, send aja, kasih guestnya this form for them to fill. Nanti akan nongol di Google Business Profile. Lumayan kan kalau bintangnya 5 dan komennya oke ya. It's quite good juga. Salah satu hal yang juga lumayan membantu untuk bisnis ya. So we have the insights tool atau insights page. Jadi ini adalah halaman yang menunjukkan berbagai data soal customer atau guest teman-teman. Jadi di sini teman-teman bisa melihat how do searchers find you. Emang user ketemu bisnis teman-teman itu dari mana sih? Bagaimana mereka interaksi dengan profilnya? Guest ini biasa banyakkan dari mana? Apakah mereka searchnya dari HP, dari laptop, or those kind of things. So this can be very useful for your business. Nah, kalau informasi basic, kalau informasi utama tadi sudah dilengkapin, right? Mau dari contact information, foto, address, and such, teman-teman bisa further enhance your profile, bisa kembali lebih maksimalin profilnya, right? Pertama, bisa maksimalin dengan masukin business hour tadi, buka jam berapa, tutup jam berapa. Untuk fasilitasnya kalau ada juga, buka jam berapa, tutup jam berapa. This is very important for guests. Kedua, manage your amenities. Jadi berbagai fasilitas lain yang disediakan hotel bisa ditunjukkan juga. Kalau misalnya ada kolam renang, bukanya jam berapa, bisa ditunjukin. Kalau hotelnya provide free wifi, bisa ditunjukin. Kalau di hotelnya juga ada tempat makan, ada restoran, ada kafe, bisa ditunjukin juga. Satu hal yang penting semenjak COVID, para guest dan user juga lebih hati-hati soal health and safety, keamanan dan kesehatan ya. Jadi ini juga kesempatan untuk teman-teman bisa menunjukkan your best practice, cleaning best practice. Emang so far cleaning prosesnya kayak gimana sih? Kenapa teman-teman jamin, oh ini soalnya bersih loh untuk para guest juga. Dan kenapa ini aman untuk para guest juga. This can help guests be more confident and be more safe and assured to choose your hotel. Ini juga bagian baru ya di business profile. So you can also put in your sustainability attributes and eco certification. Jadi kalau ada certification mengenai eco atau sustainability bisa ditunjukkan di sini. Teman-teman juga bisa menunjukkan proses ya. Kenapa hotel teman-teman itu efisien secara energi? How do you manage water conservation? How do you manage waste management atau pembuangan di hotel itu seperti apa? Ini sangat membantu para customer kita untuk make more sustainable choices. Because a lot of customers nowadays, they want to make sure that they actually live or choose an option that is aligned to their value juga. Surface what matters. Kalau hotel teman-teman ada flexible booking option, tunjukin. Ya, kalau misalnya mungkin free cancellation atau ada refundability, tunjukin. Karena di sini para user atau para traveler juga akan lebih pede kalau mau milih. Nggak apa-apa, saya bukan juga free cancellation juga. Atau ada refundnya juga. Right? Jadi dari business profile sendiri, sebenarnya tips utamanya kalau bisa masukkan informasi, berbagai informasi yang relevan, akurat, dan penting mengenai bisnis teman-teman. Karena semakin komprehensif, itu akan semakin atraktif untuk para users and travelers. Kenapa? Karena mereka jadi lebih yakin mereka bisa mengambil keputusannya juga dengan lebih gampang. Karena dari bisnisnya semuanya udah kelihatan. Hal yang penting juga mengenai keamanan Google Business Profile and what are the best practice. Ya. Pertama, make sure kalau teman-teman ada banyak hotel atau branch yang lain, claim all the locations. Jadi claim all the profiles that you have. Make sure it's all under your ownership. Second, be careful of people who want to try to scam you, mau bohongin untuk dapatin data login-nya atau mau dapetin data PIN-nya. Apalagi yang mungkin actingnya sebagai perwakilan dari Google, itu harus hati-hati. Kalau misalnya dari teman-teman udah kelihatan ada, oh ini kayak ada aneh nih, kayak nggak wajar nih. Bisa langsung raise ke tim support kami di link ini, google.com, business get help. Di sini teman-teman support kita akan langsung assess, jump in, dan hopefully bantu nge-resolve soal itu. Terakhir, ada beberapa tips lainnya untuk make sure your business profile is more secure. One of the example is by two-step verification. Jadi verifikasi 2 angka. This is to protect you from hackers atau dari scammers yang mau coba curi business profile teman-teman. Bisa baca berbagai tips lainnya di bagian bawah sini. Agak ketutup ya tabnya. But ya, bisa kelihatan di security tipsnya juga. Ya, so far teman-teman sudah mendapatkan informasi on business profile, how you can create it, how you can fill it, how you can maximize it. Right? Again, this is a free resource that all the businesses should ideally have. For the next steps, we'll talk about how can you actually add your hotel rate in business profile. Bagaimana sih cara masukin harga atau booking link teman-teman ke business profile? For this, I will hand it to Arindam. Thank you.
Thank you, Gun. This next section, I'll talk about how you as a hotelier can send your rates directly to Google if you don't have a connectivity partner that works with us, or if your connectivity partner is not sending the rates to Google, not allowing you to participate on Google. But before we get into how you can send it, there are a few qualifying criteria. Number one, your Google business profile needs to be verified. We don't work, as of today, we don't allow non-verified Google business profiles to send us rates. That's one. Two, your hotel should be online bookable, which means you need to have a website where a user can go and book a hotel room. And three, you should have a simple structure, not very complicated, whereby you can send us your default double occupancy cheapest rate. I repeat, default cheapest double occupancy rate with taxes and other fees included. So you give us a base rate, you give us your tax and fee structure, we will calculate the free price, you give us a booking link or a landing page where the user can go and book, and then you can send us those rates directly so that we can surface them when users are looking for your hotels. How can you do that? Is that when you search for your hotel, using your Google Business Profile account, you'll come up with a structure like this that says add rates to your Google Business Profile. Now, this is a video of how the exact process is. Take a look and I'll try to walk you through it. So like I said, you need to log in through your verified Google Business Profile account and look for adding rates to your hotel. Once you do that, you need to accept the terms and conditions. And once you accept those terms and conditions, you join what we call our beta program. Once you join the beta program, you need to confirm that you have a landing page where the user can book, and you then need to fill the landing page URL. Most times we are able to detect which booking engine and the structure, but if we don't, you at least give us the structure of your landing page. Once you do that, you can start adding rates. How can you add rates? You choose a start date and you choose an end date. And in between, you give us what is the base fare between those dates. So let's say it's $50 or $100, you put that base rate. Once you specify the base rate with a start and end date, this base rate has to be the default cheapest double occupancy rate. You add taxes and fees. What kind of taxes do you have? GST, VAT, tourism development fee, other fees. If there's a transfer fee, if there's a foreigner fee, all those fees need to be included. Because if you don't give us accurate prices, we'll not be able to show them. We have multiple drop-downs, as you can see, for choosing the fees. It can be a fixed value. It can be a percentage. You can add that. And once you have chosen all those multiple fees and taxes, you should be able to come up to a rate that matches your website, which is base fare plus fees and taxes. With this, you will come to this calendar view. This calendar view will actually show you what is your cheapest double occupancy rate that is available to the users. If you feel that some of them are not matching, you can go and edit it. We also allow for some hotels that have a minimum length of stay more than one, so the guest needs to stay for 2 days or 3 days, you can also specify that in the rate settings. Again, you can choose the calendar view and you have a bulk view. Once you do that, your hotels are now eligible to show on Google search, which means they will appear on Google search, they will appear on Google Maps with rates, with an official tag website, which when the user clicks will land at the URL that you provided in this Google Business Profile. So again, just to reiterate, if your connectivity partner is not sending us rates, or your connectivity partner does not work with Google, or you have issues that you are unable to send those rates, you have this option to send us rates directly to Google and appear on free booking links. The only caveat here is you need to have a verified Google Business Profile. You need to give us a simple structure of your cheapest double occupancy rates. And you need to specify those taxes and fees because we care about user trust. So the prices need to match what you give us, what we show, need to match your website. Like I said, these are the 3 criteria. However, I understand that some of you may not be eligible because you have complicated pricing structures, you have dynamic pricing structures, or you don't have these 3 criteria that we require. You can still go to this link and put in your submission. We are expanding this beta program to incorporate more and more hotel pricings. So if you have a complicated pricing structure, if you don't have double occupancy default rates, we will continue to expand. Or your URL is complicated that you're not able to list them. Put in your submission. We continue to expand the functionality of this Google Business Profile to take direct rates and show. This is a set of links. We will share this presentation to all of you after this presentations. We will send this document over to you. These blue links contain help center information on all the topics we just talked about. Google Business Profiles, how you can surface some of the content, updating your amenities and attributes, and adding your rates and availability. This information is available in English and in Bahasa Indonesia, so feel free to click on them. And if you have questions, please do reach out to us. And with that, I think that concludes our presentation for today. We will open up the floor for question and answers. If you have any question and answers, and also people on the live stream, if we can find a way to get some of those questions. With that, feel free to put your hand up and maybe Kun, we can get running.
Check.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Abdul Rahman from Singgasana Hotel and Resort, Jakarta. I would like to asking about what is different of hotel finders and Google Travel. That's
okay. So the question is, what is the difference between Google Travel and Hotel Finder? Say, Hotel Finder is the earlier product name of Google Hotel Search. Back in the day, it was called Google Hotel Finder or Hotel Finder. This has now become Google Hotel Search. Google Hotel Finder was a product within Search, but triggered a different unit. Today, we have merged Google Hotel Finder onto Google Hotel Search. So that is Google Hotel Search. Google Travel consists of many different product areas, which includes Google Flights, where you can choose flights, Google Things to Do, where you can choose attractions, and Google Hotel Search, Google Vacation Rental Search, or Google Travel Explore, where you can search. So Google Hotel Finder has now become Google Hotel Search, and Google Hotel Search is part of Google Travel.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm
Good afternoon.
Siska from Fresh Residence Sudirman, Jakarta. Actually, we have experience with the Google review. We get some of review from the one of our guests stay, but actually they say not real what we have in the Fraser, and we try to spam report for that review, but until now the review still there. And the second is Gojek or everyone come to the due to we Fresh Residence Sudirman in the peak area, and every people coming to the peak area they can put the review in the Google review Fresh Residence Sudirman, but times we report the review still there.
Thank you. So the question is, what do we do about reviews that you think are spammy or has been put by a user that you think has not experienced a stay out there? And the second question is reviews being left for a hotel, but that's not particularly just about the hotel, but maybe an establishment, a business establishment within the hotel.
Sorry, I add on.
Sure.
In OTA, you can control that the one who's giving the review, we can verify the guest is staying. But we cannot make a verification for Google. When they have a comments and we're trying to verify with the guest profile, we couldn't find it. So I think it's,
Yes.
Yeah.
So
even Gojek can make a comment,
Right. So the question is, anybody can leave a review on Google, and that is correct. Our system is, our ecosystem is open, where we allow any signed-in user to leave a review. There is, of course, a case where you may think that the user may not have experienced a stay and are leaving a review, and you can flag that. Now, I don't know the particular case about your review being staying, but we do have an active process of reviewing every single review that has been flagged, and there's a team that checks. Unlike OTAs, we allow everybody to leave a review because we have signed-in users, so we can track those signed-in users that can leave a review. We also work with guest satisfaction surveys. So for example, users that have stayed with you, they automatically get a guest satisfaction survey request if they have completed a survey. And we saw some of those reviews without really calling out the name that this was review from Trust You. So even in those cases, you may feel that somebody is leaving a review when in fact actually is being left by a guest satisfaction survey review.
But how long you take the bad review is not relevant with us from others people if we flag that or if we report. Due to this is already 5 months. 5 months. So there
is a review process, and if the review process determines that this is a genuine review, we do leave it. So that is our stand, because if there is no authentic way to prove that this user did not stay, we do leave that review as is. The best way for you is to engage that user and say, could you share a little bit more about your experience? Like, would you respond, oh, you had a poor experience, we are happy to serve you again? That's one way to engage, because when others are looking at those reviews, they can see. One thing about reviews I can tell you is that we prioritize more recent and more relevant reviews. What does that mean? So for example, if a review that was left 5 months earlier versus a review that was left 5 days earlier, we will prioritize the review that is recent. That's one. Two, we will prioritize reviews that give factual information versus vague complaint-based information. Those reviews are still visible, but they'll not be surfaced right up tops, because our focus is on what matters to the user: relevancy, recency.
Thank you for the questions.
One question there.
Thank you. So my question earlier, you mentioned about the price that linked to Google. We just send you the best double occupancy rate. If I understand correctly, so this means that the rate are static, or while most of us are currently doing a dynamic pricing. Or how Google are doing that?
Great question. Thank you. So the question is, while you sending rates using Google Business Profile, what do you do if your rates change? Great question. You need to constantly update your rates if those rates change. They cannot be static. Now, in most cases, what we see is that these are hotels that don't run into 100% occupancy, and therefore the rates tend to be static for a while. However, come the date of the itinerary or close to the booking window, the rates tend to change. They go up, or the base rate might change. It is very important that you manage your Facebook profiles and your Instagram profiles for your properties, you also should manage your Google Business Profile. Everyday login, and if you change those rates and your availability, you need to update that. If those rates are inaccurate, our algorithm will determine that this is not accurate, and therefore your impression count we will not show your hotels if we determine that those rates are inaccurate. So very important that you constantly update your rates and availability almost on a nightly basis.
Let's see if
Any
this can be
questions on the
last
live
question. Live streaming, not a lot. Yeah, we can prioritize the one here first.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Maybe one last question. We'll see if I have more time, and then later we can continue outside as well. Okay. But,
Yes. Thank you, Pak. I'm the connecting partner, basically, that you are presented before. But this is the question coming from our hotel clients that how is Google is sourcing the price from the OTA, everything's like that. And then the major common problem is when the OTA doing undercutting their commissions, which is they're putting more lower price. Then how hotel can compete with that? Is it possible to report that everything, something like that? And then there's another case, the hotels is working with the wholesalers, and then the wholesaler sourcing the price into the meta search like Kayak or something else like that, and then sourcing to Google, and the price for the wholesaler price is open for the public, which is very bad.
Understand.
Yeah.
So the question is, what do you do with, number one, OTAs undercutting prices, and two, with wholesalers, sending rates through OTAs, and that's available on Google, and that's not supposed to be. So the first question is OTAs undercutting. Now, unfortunately, Google does not get into third-party disputes. This is between the hotel and the OTA. It is imperative that the hotel manages the distribution. If you don't control your distribution, Google cannot, whereas as Google, we cannot police who sends what rates. We only take the rates, and what we see is that the rates that are available on Google is actually also the rates that are available to the user on the booking website, be it an OTA or So my suggestion to you is that you manage your distribution strongly. If you feel there is an offending channel, you block that channel till the time you're able to resolve that dispute. I know it's not as simplistic because some of these are large partners, but controlling your own distribution is very key, because otherwise, if somebody undercuts your prices so severely, even if you have the best offer, your pricing may not be effective enough to get direct bookings. That's one. Two, again, wholesalers selling prices to retail when they shouldn't do that. Comes back to distribution. Why are you distributing your rates to such wholesalers if they cannot assure that it'll be available to retail, to direct customers? That's again for the hotel to take up the distribution. Unfortunately, Google cannot get into that because it'll be he said versus she said. We don't get into third-party disputes. Our objective is user trust. What users see is what users get. That's what we care about. And we sympathize with this issue, but unfortunately, we cannot help you. Any questions in Bahasa they can ask?
Okay. Sorry, one last question. Kalau misalnya ada yang mau pakai bahasa Indonesia, mungkin saya bisa. Mungkin dari Bapak.
Oke, saya Asta dari Travel Indonesia.
Ya.
Pertanyaan saya untuk yang di booking modul ya. Tadi kan ada tulisan put a comments ya di bawahnya free booking link.
Ya.
Itu mungkin nggak kalau misalnya hotel, tadi kan case-nya hotel juga pakai Google Hotel Ads.
Ya.
Nah kalau misalnya Google hanya pakai, hotelnya cuma pakai free links aja, itu mungkin nggak untuk showing komen yang di bawah tadi?
Oke, baik. So the question, untuk klarifikasi pertanyaan adalah, tadi bisa kelihatan di bawah free booking links-nya ada kalimat di bawah ya, kayak free cancellation atau such, apakah cuma untuk hotel ads? Enggak, itu sebenarnya untuk free booking link juga bisa. Jadi teman-teman sebenarnya bisa ngobrol sama tim integration partnernya, atau ada tim development sendiri in-house. Di Google kita ada satu page untuk ngasih tahu, oh ini caranya kayak gimana. Ada support link-nya juga di sana. Ya. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I think we have time for
one last question. Let's do one last question.
And we are happy to meet outside. We are available so that.
Okay.
Ya, terima kasih. Pak Gunawan, saya ada mau tanya sedikit. Biasanya kan kita dari hotel tuh dapat report ya performance-nya hotel di Google. Nah, dulu tuh saya sempat nemuin fitur yang dimana lokasi terbanyak rute ya rute paling banyak itu dari mana gitu. Nah, itu sekarang ini saya nggak nemuin lagi. Nah, itu di mana saya bisa nemuin itu? Karena kan yang mungkin nanti ke depannya bisa iklan di misalnya Google Ads gitu misalnya, karena kan itu untuk nembak lokasinya seperti itu sih. Jadi lebih maksimal. Di mana ya saya bisa nemuin fitur itu? Fitur untuk lokasi paling terbanyak atau lokasi rute paling banyak yang ngeklik hotel kita gitu. Di mana ya gitu? Makasih, Pak.
So the question, pertanyaan tadi adalah di Google Hotel Center ya kayaknya ya. Di Hotel Center, kalau Anda connect, langsung biasa di report, from the reporting, ada beberapa data yang bisa dipakai. One of it is to see how many users from which location do they book your hotel from. Why is it no longer there?
Okay. So on the Hotel Center, we do show the number of impressions that you're getting per region and per device. So which country, what kind of devices that they have used, we show that. We also show the number of clicks that you get from different countries and different devices. The booking happens on your platform. So we don't track those bookings, at least on free booking links, unless you're using conversion tracking on Google Hotel Ads, which is a different section altogether. So what we can show is the number of impressions, which means how many times your hotel appeared with prices, that's one, and clicks. How many times a user clicked on your hotel's booking link, and we send those clicks. What we don't track is how many times they converted, because we don't have a conversion tracking pixel implemented today.
Thanks Arindam. Dan untuk itu juga, actually, karena di fitur Google Hotel Features, there's a lot of features for reportings and such. There's one for Google Hotel Ads from the analytics, and also one from free booking links. So all features sometimes are not really the same. Maybe in Hotel Ads it can be more specific. Jadi ada lebih banyak bisa di-track dibanding di free booking links ya, kayak gitu. Baik. Nanti untuk pertanyaan selanjutnya kita bisa lanjut di luar aja. Kita udah nge-hit waktunya. But first of all, terima kasih teman-teman udah join ya di event Google Hotelier Summit di Indonesia pertama kali. This is the first time we are doing this. Let's click next. Nah, karena ini kan pertama kita mau minta tolong teman-teman untuk share feedback-nya dari pengalaman teman-teman saat ini, dari ikut eventnya, dari daftar segala macam. Can you please scan this QR code? Ini agak panjang dikit formnya. Jadi we'll take 2 to 3 minutes untuk ngisiin ini. Nanti setelah ngisi survei ini, kita di luar networking session, teman-teman bisa tukar untuk ambil swag-nya, tapi harus nunjukin form kalau udah isi. Swag-nya terbatas. So if you want to get the swags, kita minta tolong untuk ngisi surveinya, goodie bag-nya. Nanti kita kasih setelah lihat survei ini. The next thing adalah informasi soal slide, all the slides, all the resources, videos, and everything. We will upload in our event website. Jadi di websitenya kita akan masukin semua informasi itu. The next thing, we will continue with the networking session outside. If you have any further questions or anything, we'll try our best to help. In the future, now that you know I'm one of the representatives from Google Hotels, if you have any urgent questions or issues, we will try to help. But in general, again, we have our support team. Kita ada tim support yang sedang ngebantu untuk berbagai komplain dan isu. But we'll try, if we see that we can actually help with that, then we'll try to also help with all of this. Next thing, tadi juga kartunya jangan lupa balikin. Kartu aksesnya balikin ke tim kita nanti di bawah. Dia sudah tap keluar, mohon balikin ke tim kita. Dan tim security ada yang standby di sana ya. Yeah.
Anything more you want to say? Well, thank you everyone for taking the time to come here. I really, appreciate that you have, come here all the way, and I know people from Bandung are here too and across Indonesia. So thank you all, people on the live stream that have dialed in and listening. I know I couldn't address all your questions. We are available in the next 45 minutes or so. If you want, please come and approach us if you have questions. And I know we presented a lot of content, some of which you may have not completely understood. Feel free to reach out to either Gun or I. We are there to support you. But my request out of you is that if you have any issues that you are facing on connecting to Google, please do reach out to us. You have this massive opportunity of using Google's fast ecosystem to get direct booking. If you care about direct booking, this is for you. And if you have any issues, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We will try our best to get you connected onto Google. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Kita kalau udah ngisi bisa langsung kita ketemu di luar ya. Udah nggak sabar ketemu teman-teman. Thank you. Mau fotoan dulu? Ya, mau foto dulu.